Hello all. This is our last walk of the night, and it's a little later than I like because I was putting together this little doghouse thing for Jazzy. Although, the doors click, like it has a spring thing for a hole on the top, but not on the bottom. And I was like, well, maybe I put it the wrong way, but the other side is the same way. So I'm going to reach out to the company because it says if you have any questions, reach out to them through Amazon. So that I am going to do. Worst case scenario, I guess I got to take a screw and make a hole. Plus, there's not holes on both doors because there's a metal plate and it's supposed to go on each side to attach to, the magnet that I put in. And again, only holes. And it's not like I did it wrong because top and bottom, no holes. But the other door, top and bottom, holes. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to reach out and ask because it says to do that. And so, very proud of myself. I put it together by myself. So, no written instructions anymore. Like, have you noticed that? It's just pictures. Like, do they think we're stupid? We can't read? Like, we can only look at pictures? And pictures don't tell you anything. Like, they do, but they don't. Oh my goodness. There is a little kid's hat that was way down on the side, on the grass, by the sidewalk, closest to the inside, not the outside grass. And I thought, oh, someone will come along. And now it's made its way all the way down here in the road, which I feel bad because it looks like one of those Carhartt baby hats. So I don't know. So, yes, I'm very careful out here. I take my car keys. I don't know that my alarm would sound when I get to a certain distance, but I carry them just, Plus, it's not like a fob like most. It's this almost rectangular thing that pops out. It's a Volkswagen I drive. And I figure, stab the crap out of them with that. Scream, because we do have a security guard at the clubhouse, and I don't go far from there. So I'd hope they could hear me. And there's other people usually walking their dogs around this time. Doesn't mean that they're not, pedophiles or rapists or whatever. But thank you for your concern. My friend said the same thing when I posted video of my walk. I feel kind of confident, which is surprising because I used to just walk around my block at my other house. But I think because there's so many people and it's a complex that I feel like someone would hear me. I mean, right now I'm across from a building that has, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, probably like 24 units. So I could be counting wrong. Could be like 20, depending on, if it's 1, 2, 3 bedroom. So I figure even if it's like 15, 14, it's still a good chance, someone's going to hear me. And then I walk, and before across from there is townhouses, and always seems to be lights on. People up, watching TV. Guess they're late TV watchers. And this late, though, I don't go all the way down by the playground because it's too dark. So I want to talk about things that scare the bejesus out of us. Now, roller coasters, yes, they scare the bejesus out of me. But I used to go on them because, and I still will go on some of them, just because I like to face my fears. Big fear was living on my own. Holy crap, I really thought I was going to have panic attack city and call my doctor for Xanax. And I think the dog, having the dog, because when I come to the door, before I even put the key in, she barks. So I feel like, if anybody was to, and, you got to, we have this fob thing, and you got to do that to get into the building. Not that, someone can't let someone in, but it's just other kids usually, people that know people. So, and the one thing though that I found out, because this woman and her son came out of one of like the 3 down, because there's 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top, and mine. And then the next one, again, 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. And then the 3rd one, and then the 4th one. So only us 8 that are downstairs and upstairs can get in there. So I thought, he was locked out, and I guess his father, he goes, oh, we'll call him. He goes, I am, he's not picking up. And he did, go out to the car to help his mom, because I don't know where she was going. So she goes, she was in the car, started her car already. So she's like, oh, do you think you could let him in? And I was like, I don't know if it works. I'm on the end. So she's like, oh, and then it does. That's a little scary to me, because I don't know, I don't know who's, my friend said that last night, kind of put that in my head, oh, I don't know if I could live in one of those places, you don't know who your neighbors are or whatever. I don't know. I feel pretty confident, that I got to know them. They all seem to have kids, and first they weren't so welcoming, but now they've come around. I think they were there, first. So the only one that really talked to me was a woman that moved in. I was moving my stuff, and and she had just moved in that weekend. So she's like, oh, you're moving in too? I was like, well, October 1st, I've been doing it slowly because, I'm not going to be out of my other place until, my landlord wouldn't let me out of my lease until October 31st. So she's like, oh, nice to meet you. And she saw my granddaughter, and she, was all excited because she thought she was going to live there. Thought it was her mom. Get that a lot. And where'd that guy go? There's a guy just walking, smoking a cigarette. He seems to walk at night and smoke a cigarette. So I don't know. Maybe he can't smoke in the house. And from there, he just takes a walk at night and smokes. I don't know. There is no smoking in our building. So if you smoke, you're screwed. And I guess the townhouses you can because you own them. But I don't know about the apartment buildings because I see some people out on their balconies. So, and in my lease it said no smoking in the building. And the one that was 55 and over, there was no smoking in that either. So, but back to things that I told you. 10 stories with 1 story with 10 subtitles. So, yeah. So, what scares the bejesus out of me is, being alone the rest of my life. I mean, I would like to have someone like I said, not move in with me, not live with me. Maybe we're like, 80 years old, but just someone to go out with, and someone, hey, oh my God, I fell, and my arm's in a cast, God forbid, that cares. And that's my friend who, come on, Jazz, why do you have to go around poles? In the hospital. He's, alone. And my other two friends that came, they're alone. And I don't think I could live with any three of them. But, I went to see them, and do you need anything? Every day I check on them, because they don't have someone, so I know how I would feel. And when I was in the hospital, he did come see me, but it was like, if the hospital was closer, I would go see him after work for like an hour every day. But it's, he's in Jersey Shore, which is a good like 40 minutes south. So I went yesterday after the party. Tomorrow I'm going to try to come home, take Miss Jazzy for a walk, and then, I don't know what did you find? So that's one thing that scares me is, being alone. I don't want to be a burden to my kids, so I don't want to, oh my God, she keeps going around the poles. Come on, Jazz. I don't want them to have to take care of me. I know they probably would if they had to, but I don't want them to have to. So, yeah, someone said exercise is really good. Another thing it scares the bejesus out of me is if I get an illness, like cancer or something, or like mother, non-alcoholic cirrhosis, and I get sick. Oh, excuse me. It's later than normal. So that scares me. Because death scares me. Maybe when I get older, it won't. Some people, like, I made peace with it. I'm not afraid to die. I don't know if that's 100%. I mean, God bless them if it is. Like, because death scares the bejesus out of me. Losing one of my kids, or my grandchild, well, either grandchild now, or future grandchildren, that scares the bejesus out of me. Why are those red? I wonder if they're the only ones that are on. They're like red. Are they still red? Are they red because I was walking by? No, they're red. It's like a camera. And they have red lights on them. On the building. But these over here don't. So I'm wondering if these are not exactly on at night. Because that one's in the front. So, or if it's just red because I walk by it. It's like censored. So it's recording me. But these don't. So I don't know. So yeah, that scares me. Scares me is getting attacked by someone. And being left for dead. Yeah, I know. As I'm walking out here in the dark with my dog. And then going through that trauma. And then if you go around that pole, dog. Oh. My daughter's dog taught her a bad habit. Yeah, so that's another thing. Yeah. And, Jazzy, where are you going? Get over here. You won't go near our dumpster just before. Because I had to throw out my umbrella. And I had to do my whole 26 feet here because this little pupper would not go near. And a lot of times she will not go near our dumpsters. Don't know why. And it's quite annoying. But yet, she runs for the dumpsters that are by the clubhouse all the time. And I'm not going to go by the vacant lot. I'm going to go by the road. Like, I wonder, what's safer? Come on, let's go, Missy. We're going this way. Getting your wish. You're walking in the roadway. Ooh, something in my eye. So, no, this way. Go on the grass then. Come on. She's so funny. She like hugs the curb. Like, only when she's in the parking lot. She's so funny. She walks, She walks along the curb. She's so funny. As if to say, oh, I'm not allowed to walk in the street, so I'll walk along the curb. So, yeah, there's just some. Or getting involved with somebody and, then deciding to be all in and then getting hurt by them. I know, I don't want to be alone, but I don't want to be hurt. You gotta take a chance, I guess. So, yeah, I got hurt by, it's devastating when Frank died. So that was, took me a year and a half to date. Then I, in a couple of days here and there, and then I met Steven. And I was all in with Steven, and then discovered he was not over his ex after like a year. I guess not quite a year. Started dating in November, and July is when I started to feel, I don't know that he had checked out then, but I didn't know what to get you for your birthday. So he got me a gift certificate to Barnes & Noble, which I like to read, but I didn't know what to get you. You don't know what to get me? Are you kidding me? I was just like, you don't know what to get me. He hit it out of the park, like, in December, for Christmas. We met the beginning of November, and so, almost like a month and a half to, and he hits it out of the park for Christmas and knows exactly what to get me. And then, next thing you know, it's July, and you don't know what to get me. And I was kind of pissed off because then the following, I asked him about moving in together, and he wanted to split the rent 4 ways. I'm like, 4 ways? What are you talking about, 4 ways? And he goes, well, your kids. I'm like, they're kids. Like, I wouldn't mind splitting the, utilities 4 ways, because, my kids tend to leave, my son and my daughter took long showers, and and the food, because my son could eat, gosh, but the rent, 50-50, dude, and he didn't want to do that. And so I'm like, and he, I don't know, we kind of came to an agreement that that's it. We're done. I don't know. He still helped me move, helped me put my bed together. I don't know. And then, I found out when I went to see my mother in April that he went to a party and for his ex-girlfriend's mother at her house. So I was like, and he kept it from me. And he kept the fact that they were talking again from me. And all she wanted to do, she's like, I'm going to get him back. She did, and then she dumped him. So she just wanted to break us up. And truly, if he really cared, she couldn't have broke us up. And I actually found out from her daughter that he was talking to her mother. And we were supposed to go to Taste the Country, again. We had gone the year before. Taste the Country again. And he said he bought me my ticket and everything. I was turning 50. Told my kids, the special gift he got me, a diaper. Oh my God. Good, Jess. Good job. She wouldn't go near it. That's disgusting. I don't get people. So I was very hurt by that. And he wanted to meet for dinner, and he kind of rushed me through dinner, and I felt like something was wrong. And I said, you want to go to the mall or something? No, I got to get back. And then she posted pictures with him at the beach, which was by my house. So he made me drive to by where his job was, because I got out earlier. And he went and met her after dinner. So probably knew he was meeting her all along. That's why he was rushing. And he didn't eat nothing but a salad. It's like, I had a big lunch. I forgot I was meeting you. Bullshit. You wanted to get out of there as quickly as possible, dude. So I was really pissed off at that. And he didn't have cash. Or no, he had only so much cash, and it didn't cover his half. And I was even more pissed off then, because I should have said, oh, put it on your card. I'll get the money to you. And then friggin' would have never got his money. So that hurt me bad. And he wanted to talk to, he wanted to say friends and, explain, everything. And I said, okay. He swore they were just friends. Okay. And so he really got pissed. He pissed me off because I confronted him with so many things that I wasn't sure of, that kind of looking back, I was like, oh, maybe this. So I questioned him, and yeah, they were all confirmed. So that I didn't think anything of it that at the time, but then I started thinking about it, and I really wanted to throw my iced coffee at him. He bought the coffee, but it was a large. I only took a couple sips, and I said, you know what, Steven? Go fuck yourself. I said. And then I did say something to him very hurtful, but I knew it would get to him. He kept reaching out, trying to be friends, and I knew he was with her, and he kept posting stuff, and I think it was, her, because it wasn't like he would talk, and it was a picture of her in a bathing suit, and oh, this body never gets old. Look, this looking at this body never gets old, or something like that. I'm like, hey, that's not him, unless she put him up to it. Who the hell knows? The fuck was that? Oh, I think it's my umbrella blowing around in the dumpster. Yeah, so I was just like, I had enough. So that scares me, to get involved with someone again, and, like this guy, he's like, after he talked to me, he couldn't wait to meet me. Get out of there. What are you eating? Come on. So I just, I'm taking a step back, and after my friend's party, if he goes with me, I'm going to say, okay, here's the deal. We've been out 3 times, seem to have a good time, seem to have a connection. So, are you still interested in pursuing, seeing what else is out there and seeing other people? If he says yes, I'll say, okay, thanks for being honest, and that's not what I want. And I think I told you this from the beginning, that, once I start talking to someone, I'm always only talking to that one person. I know you didn't say that, but, after this much time of talking and whatever, and if you aren't interested, I'll just say so. If you want to pursue, this is my opinion. If you want to pursue other people, then you can't be that into me. It's not like he's recently divorced. He's been divorced like 8 years, six or 8 years. I forget, to be honest. Switch hands because I find it getting cold. So, and he's not like he's young, like me in my 40s. I consider that young, 40s. And even into, when I was 50. 40s when I was first divorced, yeah. And I met guys that, when they're first divorced, yeah, they're not ready for a relationship. And what are you doing? It's like a bunch of brown spots here. I'm sure this is where all the dogs go. I'm just like walking a little bit because she keeps seeing, wants to pee still. Hope she doesn't want to poop, but I got my poopy bag. I forgot the vet when I took her. Not that I'm going back to that vet, but said, oh, I took like 3 or 4. Take a munch. Okay. So I was like, I kind of moved her pen, and it's in front of the closet door, which that's going to be a little bit of a problem when we go in because her treats are in there. But I don't know where to put it. I might actually put it in the spare bathroom. And this way, I haven't set that up yet. This way, when, if people come over, I can move it to my bathroom and say, oh, main bathroom, Jazzy's thing is in. I mean, it's still big enough. My bathroom is big enough that the pen could fit over by the shower. So if someone really had to go and she wasn't in the pen, but oh my God, I'm sure it's after 11. See, this is my problem. You think all this walking and fresh air, but I'm wired at night. I'm like, oof. And I don't see that. Oh, there it is, right above me. And I forgot to look up to see look it up. I mean, not look up in the sky. Look it up to see if it's a full moon tonight or, see, that's the moon. It doesn't look so like a moon. Looks like a light, but it's the moon. Or tomorrow. Lots of stars. Hope it's another nice day. We got a bid in work tomorrow, and I got to finish another bid docs and go over the first bid docs and second bid docs, and because tomorrow's the 28th, so I want to have it by the 29th, and I feel like I have to go somewhere for work tomorrow, but I don't remember what. So I don't know. I was gonna text my aunt tonight and I forgot again. She had hip replacement surgery. Now I thought she had knee replacement, but she already had a knee replacement. So it was hip. So let's go, Jazz. So yeah, sorry, I'm switching hands again. So those are things that scare me. What scares me, I guess the most, is because Frank, and I've said this, Frank, in the 15 months I was with him, showed me how someone who truly loves someone treats them. And he, was just sometimes a little too jealous, but a little jealousy, I always say, is okay. A lot of jealousy, Frank was borderline a lot jealous. So, I don't know. So yeah, I guess I'm somewhat guarded because of losing Frank, and then when I did decide to date and I finally met someone I thought, and him went up to his parents and everything and stayed there a couple of days, and I don't know. So I don't know. So several things scare me. So, But I try to face my fears, and things that scare me, I'm trying to do and, take on. So she wants to keep walking, this dog. So, yeah, that's because you sleep all day. I'm at work. Wait till she goes to doggy daycare. I scanned her paperwork, but I didn't send it. So I left a pamphlet in my car. So I was a little annoyed at myself for that. But tomorrow, no, we're not going in the roadway. She likes parking lots. In the parking lots, she'll go on the road. But streets, she hugs the curb. I don't know. But it scares me that if I lose my job, it scares me if, gosh forbid, I someday can't retire, then I'm working until, meaning the woman I talked to at Walgreens, she's like 70 something years old. She's working full time, at her age. And I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to be that person. I really don't. So, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But many things scare me. I can't, but I hit the major ones: getting sick, getting an illness, losing my kids, losing my grandchildren, not being able, losing my grandchildren, yes, devastating, beyond devastation. But I'd also be like, I don't know, I couldn't handle it if, my son's like, frig you, you're not seeing her. I don't think they do that. But I just don't know. You never know down the road what could happen. And, we don't always agree on things, but, we seem to patch things up. But, that scares me. I don't think I'd ever not talk to my children, even if, my sister-in-law, her sister-in-law, who I know very well from Moons, she said, I would have to swallow my pride and bite my tongue if it meant seeing my grandchildren or not seeing my grandchildren. And I feel the same way, I think. I couldn't never not see my grandchildren. And my brother has a grandson, and I believe he doesn't see him as much as he should. My aunt has told him that. I feel it's not my place to tell him, because he should know that. It's not something I should have to tell him. But I don't know. So I'm looking at this too. I really can't find my Fire Stick for the living room. I'd like to sit in the living room rather than, because in my room I lay down and I'm tired, and now I'm rattling on about fears. Yeah, things that scare the bejesus out of me. My kids being attacked and then not being able to function. That scares the bejesus out of me. It scared the bejesus out of me, my children ever being abducted, taken. Ugh. So now that's the fear with my grandchildren. Although my daughter, she looks young, and this, sex trafficking, shoving people, in a van or whatever, she's down by the boat things, and it's like, oh my God, my daughter went missing, my son went missing, just holy shit. I know it's a very depressing video. So just all those things, just never ever, I don't know how to deal with it. I don't think I could function. I'd be in a loony bin, I think. But all right, I'm at the door. I'm gonna make Jazzy, even though she wants to keep walking. It's after 11, I'm sure. Look at my watch. Oh, 11:28. Yay! I might get to sleep by midnight. Alrighty, well, y'all have a good night. Probably most of you are sleeping. You'll see this tomorrow. And The one video, the short one, loaded very quickly. The other one, took forever. Took like an hour. It was crazy. But, all right, y'all. Hope tomorrow's a good day. Taco Tuesday. Or T-Mobile, it's, I don't know what it's called. T-Mobile Tuesday? I don't know. They give away free stuff. But voila, people. If you're a rewards member, which I am, free coffee. So I'll be getting my free coffee at some point tomorrow. Or iced coffee, yeah, that is. All right. Talk to you all later. Bye.